Let me be clear at the outset. This is not a video about Elon Musk being a right-wing troll or a deeply unpleasant person. This is about power, reach, and the colossal damage he has done to our society. Elon Musk is not just another billionaire with far-right politics. Elon Musk is the largest amplifier of right-wing disinformation on the planet. An ideologically incoherent actor who bankrolls extremists, lies relentlessly about Democrats, and openly aligns himself with the Silicon Valley movement that views democracy as an obstacle to be bypassed rather than a system to be defended. This is not about free speech or whether X is more open than it was before it became Musk's personal fiefdom. It is about malevolence, the systemic erosion of truth, norms, and democratic legitimacy by someone who knows exactly what he is doing. Here are the top 7 reasons why Elon Musk is the greatest threat to Western democracy in modern history. 1. Elon Musk owns the world's biggest disinformation engine. After purchasing X, Musk didn't just loosen moderation, he re-engineered the incentive structure of the platform to reward outrage, conspiracy, and radicalization. And guess who was the major propagator of those conspiracies? That's right, Elon Musk. Let's look at the evidence. Musk has personally amplified the Great Replacement rhetoric, including posts claiming Democrats are importing migrants to, quote, dilute white voters. Musk promoted COVID conspiracy theories, undermining vaccines, public health authorities, and basic epidemiology, long after the data was settled. Musk boosted election denialism by signaling sympathy with claims that the 2020 election was rigged, despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary. Musk reinstated and algorithmically boosted accounts tied to neo-Nazis, white nationalists, and open fascists, while journalists and critics were throttled or suspended. This is not passive negligence. Musk actively engages, replies, pins, and amplifies far-right conspiracy theories. A Guardian investigation analysed Musk's tweets over a week-long period and found something astonishing. Over the course of the week of tweets analysed by The Guardian, there was one 90-minute period between 3 and 4:29 a.m. local time when he never posted. Every half-hour period, night or day, he sent at least one tweet. Elon Musk is heavily addicted to social media, and because of that, he understands virality, he understands incentives, and he chooses to flood the information ecosystem with garbage that radicalizes millions. Number 2. Elon Musk's ideology is purely reactive, incoherent, and dangerous. Musk's political worldview collapses under even mild scrutiny. Elon Musk claims to be a free speech absolutist, a libertarian, a centrist, a defender of Western civilization, and a critic of government subsidies. But in reality, he behaves as the opposite of each when it suits him. He suppresses or throttles journalists who criticize him, while complying with censorship demands from authoritarian governments abroad. He calls himself a libertarian, yet routinely seeks state power to protect his companies, crush labor organizing, and secure regulatory favoritism. He brands himself a centrist, while almost exclusively amplifying right-wing and far-right narratives, and depicting Democrats not as political opponents, but as civilizational enemies. And while he postures as a defender of Western values, he actively undermines their core institutions, democratic elections, independent journalism, public health authorities, and the rule of law, while amplifying conspiracies and delegitimizing governance itself. Musk does not operate from principles. He invokes them only when they protect his power, and discards them the moment they do not. That combination of grievance, opportunism, and unaccountable influence is what makes him politically dangerous. Number 3. Elon Musk is financing and legitimizing the far right. Musk doesn't just tweet, he funds. He has donated to and openly supported far-right candidates, signal-boosted authoritarian leaders, and used his platform to smear Democrats as pedophiles, traitors, communists, enemies of civilization. These are not criticisms. They are extremely dangerous delegitimization tactics. When the richest man in the world tells hundreds of millions of users that Democrats are evil, subhuman, or existential threats, he is not engaging in politics. He is preparing the psychological ground for violence and authoritarianism. Number 4. Elon Musk is a techno-fascist and believes in a new type of feudalism. He's not an outlier. He's part of a broader Silicon Valley ideology that views democracy as an inefficient legacy system. This worldview says that elections are irrational, citizens are not smart enough to vote, and markets and engineers should rule instead. The end goal is not freedom. It is tech feudalism, private platforms replacing public institutions, unelected billionaires governing speech, labour, and access to infrastructure. It is important to understand how much power Musk has over American society now. He has control over the communication systems, satellites, transportations, and information flows. This gives him leverage that no private individual should ever have in a democracy, and he uses it extraordinarily recklessly. Number 5. Elon Musk is deeply amoral. Musk defenders like to claim he is merely brutally rational. This is false. Musk is brutally cruel. When funding is slashed from international aid programs like USAID, the consequences are not abstract. They have been extremely well studied, so we know what the outcomes are. Children lose access to food, vaccines, and medical care. People, many of them under 5, die. Musk treats these outcomes as rounding errors and even laughs about them. He has no remorse. He cannot reflect, and he takes absolutely no responsibility for his actions. This is not brutal rationality. This is sociopathic moral vacancy combined with enormous power, the most dangerous combination you could possibly imagine. Number 6. The destruction of Musk's personal relationships reveals all. The collapse of Elon Musk's friendship with Sam Harris is highly revealing. According to Harris, the rupture in his friendship with Elon began in March 2020, when Musk tweeted that, quote, "The coronavirus panic is dumb," even as Italy's health system was collapsing. Concerned both as a friend and as someone alarmed by the public health implications, Harris privately urged Musk to walk the comments back, noting that Musk's enormous platform meant millions would interpret the tweet as minimizing a rapidly escalating crisis. Musk's response was dismissive. He sent Harris a CDC link showing COVID was not yet among the top causes of death in the United States, an argument Harris describes as absurd in the earliest days of an exponential outbreak. What followed was a 2-hour exchange in which Harris says Musk appeared not to grasp the basic principles of epidemiology or exponential growth. The disagreement culminated in a wager. Musk bet Harris $1 million to charity against a bottle of tequila that the US COVID cases would not exceed 35,000. Harris, already aware of projections suggesting catastrophic spread, found the bet irrational and even tried to give Musk better odds. As cases surged, Musk continued to dismiss emerging data as, quote, presumptive. Weeks later, when officials' figures showed more than 600,000 US cases and over 35,000 deaths, Harris sent a single message. Is 35,000 deaths plus 600,000 cases greater than 35,000 cases? Harris says the message effectively ended the friendship. What followed instead of reconciliation was Musk publicly smearing Harris as evil, an episode that Harris presents as a revealing example of Musk's inability to admit error, honor relationships, or accept reality when it contradicts his ego. It also reveals a deeply adolescent moral psychology, one that values edgelording, dominance, and humiliation over truth, loyalty, or integrity. Number 7. The Trump-Epstein hypocrisy. In a public falling out with Donald Trump, Elon Musk openly claimed Trump appeared in the Epstein files. Now, Musk has crawled back into Trump's orbit, having recently been seen at dinner with Trump and his wife. Ask yourself a simple question. If you genuinely believed someone might be implicated in crimes involving minors, would you have dinner with them? Would you help them grow their political power and amplify their lies? If the answer is no, and it should be, then Musk's behavior tells us everything we need to know. So in conclusion, Elon Musk is not dangerous because he is wrong. He is dangerous because he is powerful, unaccountable, reckless, and amoral, and because he is actively reshaping the political environment to suit his ego. History is full of figures like this. They always claim to be misunderstood, and they always say they are saving civilization. The truth is that for all the electric cars, space rockets, and solar panels, Musk's contribution to humanity has been overwhelmingly destructive. He is an agent of chaos, and without opposition, his malevolent influence on our society will only grow. There is perhaps no better illustration of this than what happened recently on Musk's own platform. A user asked Grok, Musk's AI system, a simple question: who are the top 10 disinformation spreaders on X? Grok responded, citing mainstream outlets and multiple studies, and listed Elon Musk as number one. Not Alex Jones, not foreign state media, Elon Musk. If you'd like more analysis like this, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and share it, because the people shaping our politics aren't going to hold themselves accountable. That part is on us.